fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Font.
It can't be, right? Let's go, Destre. Zuria.
I'm sorry, miss. We've gotta go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then. Please remember to take care.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame Destre's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you...
This is the residence of Zuria Destri, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but he's... Well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness. Are you her friends, by any chance? Oh. So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself? She believes her son is still alive?
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, she was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time. That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between...
Then, all the other things that she told us about her son.
No, Those were all real. Although they were all things that happened before the young man.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something.
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth and the children who lived in it. Those patients and what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jalacon, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
Yes, this is it. That's right. If what Dr. Jalacon said was true, the past few days, we need to show her that her child has...
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first...
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again. There's no time to waste.
We're here again. This is the final part.
Everyone,
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we had, and then she'll be able to recover.
yeah, I'm sure.
Oh! Be careful, brave adventurers! Here comes the evil monster that stole the crown! There! The deep-sea cyclops! Let's beat them up!
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no need to fear! Oh, this is the final image, right? We'll reclaim the crown for you now, your highness! Boba, get them! Hey-ya!
Silence!
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends, and I'm...
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me! Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method.
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps. We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend his coronation
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find...
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place. Because we felt like you should be the one to...
Wonderful! How wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon,
And the last page of the picture book. It's still...
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria. We'll describe every...
Okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with...
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the Rainbow Bridge and took a... Huh? Where's the last person? The prince looked frantic.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Zuria walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said,
That's the end of the story, Zuria.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Did you hear the story? Maman loves you too.
What's happening? Is Zuria talking to Thelxie?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals.
Maman loves you too.
But I love you more, Maman.
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it. Maman.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream.
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you.
I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.